Good evening. Welcome to the West Side Story. I'm John Casey. I'll be your host for the next few moments while we talk about some of the cool things happening in Santa Clara and in the area. If you like the video, please check like. If you want to see more, please check subscribe. It does help when we see how high the video is rated by YouTube. Also, someone asked last week, there was a black dog in the back of the picture. Yes, that's one of my two dogs, Jake, and he likes to come up and see what I'm doing from time to time. He's a good friend. So jumping into the local activities, the City of Santa Clara was part of the financing for a thing called the Calabasas Affordable Housing Project. The idea here is to help people get really good housing at a decent price. There are income requirements. You can't make too much money and get this. But if you do meet the income requirements, you can do pretty well. The rents are based upon the individual's ability to pay. And they also have a program which I'm not quite sure how they're going to work out. Some folks are going to get a month's free rent. And the complex has all the amenities you'd expect: laundry room, security, pools, all the things that you would believe would be normally in a complex, these folks are going to have. Our good friends at the library continue with their wonderful list of programs, both for youngsters and even some for adults. Unfortunately, many of them are still virtual, but it's a good chance to maybe learn something new or get some information on something you may not know anything about. So check them out. Again, go to their website. Very, very happy to talk about the Parade of Champions, which happens on Saturday, the 9th. It takes place in downtown Santa Clara, and they start about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's just a fun time. You get to see the marching bands, you get to see the dancing groups, the ROTC, and a number of other organizations in town that actually participate. A lot of fun. If you need refreshments, which is always kind of fun too, you can walk over to the Homestead Village, quarter block away. And the nice thing about going there is that the money stays in Santa Clara. It's just basically a farmer's market. So it's a good chance for all of us. Reported very happy last week that the City of Santa Clara had managed to fix their crime reporting system. I may have spoken too soon because they haven't reported any crimes this month. I'll keep you posted when I find something out, and I have escalated it to my contacts at the city. Our good friends at the Census Bureau are still cranking out tons of information. One of the really good things they've done recently is they offer free webinars on how to use the information, how they collected it, and what it means. Again, free. Great use of your tax dollars. Check them out. The Santa Clara Unified School District is concerned about being sued under the California Voting Rights Act. It's a law the state wrote to get everybody involved in elections, not just the same old folks who've been involved for years. It's a really pretty good law because the first election in the city over it, Raj Shahal was elected. Subsequent to that, the next election, they got 4 new council members. So obviously something's working well. And the process requires that the school district draft up boundaries and districts just like the city did. They have started on the work and they want to talk about it to the community. So starting on the 20th of this month and running to the 30th of next month, they're going to have meetings. Most of them are at the junior high schools, but they're also going to have a virtual meeting for folks who can't make it or don't want to. I strongly suggest you get involved in this because the future of the schools really does start here. The school board has to approve all expenditures of money and all hires, okay? These folks have major control over your schools, and it would be a good time to have some input to how the leadership is selected. You can count on me being probably at the one at Peterson. Well, that's it for this week. I want to say thanks for joining. Again, if you liked it, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more, please click the subscribe button. After you click subscribe, there will be a little bell. That bell will allow you to determine how often you're told about these videos, and it's a good way to keep it space. And the nice thing about it is that YouTube actually calculates that when they decide how much airplay to give you or how many times to show your video. So it's a good thing. I'd appreciate whatever you can do. So that's it for this week. Please stay safe. Thank you, John.